What's up, y'all? It's your girl, J. Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got the brother Ben back on the line. So, we're going to jump right into it. What's up, bro?
I'm chilling. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, one day at a time. So, I want to talk about the book that you have coming out. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about it and what made you decide that this is something that should be created?
This is a call from SCI, Phoenix State Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
The name of the book is called Vaughn 17 Speaks, but it really symbolizes like a different type of sacrifice, and it's a compilation of interviews that I conducted with my co-defendant. I think I did 4, Ruck did 1, Smoke did 1. So it's a combination of interviews with some creative writings that we got about moral support sprinkled in there too. And basically, it's their platform, because like I always be trying to like comprehend and process the chain of events from the uprising to the trials and stuff. There was like a layer that I didn't experience, and it's the perception or the perspectives of my codees, people that went to sleep one day with 3 years, 7 months left on their sentences, and then woke up the next day with life sentences, charges of murder, kidnapping, etc. So it's like, I was curious to how they thoughts and feelings about that, and the system that like dictated them or manufactured some circumstances for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that would be like a nice compilation to put together that'll resonate.
Yeah, I agree with you. So when you say they went to sleep with 3 and woke up with all of these charges, what you mean by that?
Basically, they got sentenced to whatever, so they walked that down, and then the indictment come the next day, and we get arraigned, and then they faced with all this other stuff that's dangling over their head. Yeah. So it's not only them, and like I was with a lot of these guys going through the process. Like I said, it's hard to read somebody's mannerism and demeanor to what they thinking going on in their mind. But I know we had conversations about how some of these families just seen the indictments and the stuff going through the newspaper and fell back from them, thinking that they might have did it, or they was embarrassed by their child or sibling or loved one being in the paper, attached to that stuff, not knowing that they really ain't had nothing to do with it. So some people's family was fractured behind it. Some people, even their own psychosis, like, we was in a rough spot. And like I said, I had already had an idea of what my future held, right? But these guys, that's what I'm saying, I couldn't really put myself in their shoes because they had no idea it was coming. Right. But they played no part. And then, like I said, the next day, 20 CERT members at their door, come up here and get indicted. So I seen all that. When I met up with some of them, I seen it in their eyes, like it was like a fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
You just fear how your life can be left in the balance, the snap of a finger by somebody that's an overseer, really. And that's how vulnerable we was.
Yeah.
They was. So I wanted them to tell the story from their perspective, and I try to line the questions up so they can go in depth and give y'all like some real insight as to what was going on in their minds. Because like I said, like, even some of the listeners, they might not agree with me and my approach to the whole thing, but it's like they might relate to them. So they got a unique story of people that just, how do I phrase this?
They kind of got pulled into it.
They like, I'm just trying to say, like, but somebody else can manufacture a situation and just put your life in limbo like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know that they appreciate you for giving them that opportunity to, you know, have their voices heard. I know that the book will be dropping soon, so I definitely think everybody should pick it up. I think that it's going to do all the things that y'all are hoping that it do. I know that you're also a writer, correct? Don't you write like essays and stuff?
Yeah, I write articles.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a book, Rebellious Hearts. It's supposed to drop like in a couple months, but I got my manuscript and editor going over it. So yeah, I do a lot of creative writing, like articles, different type of topics though.
Congratulations on that. On your other book coming out. What got you into writing?
I don't know. It's just another form of self-expression, and I'm kind of like big on that. And I just like using words to like paint a picture, and then but I can draw too a little bit, do arts and crafts. So I just like creating. That's where it comes from. I just like creating, and just seeing how like something I do from the heart resonate with the people.
Right.
And like I said, it can come through anything. Like I just appreciate self-expression to the fullest.
Okay. Do you plan on to put out any more books?
Yeah, because I wrote volume 1, which is going to be about the uprising. But then I'm going to start working on volume 2, which is the criminal trials and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start with that after I push these other 2 out. And they all being self-published through believing in myself.
Now that's really awesome. Congratulations on not just getting them published, but self-publishing. That's really awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can still do things even though you're behind the G-wall. You know, it's a big misconception that you can't, like, do anything. But you can definitely still do stuff and put, thoughts and ideas out into the world. I read one of your essays that you sent. I thought it was really awesome for sure. You know what I mean? I think you're a really dope writer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Is it, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I would say, like, that's my thing, though. I just want to break all the stigmas and stereotypes attached to prisoners. And I'm like, if I could push through here, then it's like, give people, like, my brothers that's out on the street, like, my biological brothers, like, I want them to see that I'm not letting prison be an excuse to why I fall short. Right. And hopefully that motivates them and anybody else that's watching this thing unfold.
Yeah.
I ain't done, though. It's just the beginning.
That part. It's just the beginning, and ain't no end in sight, bro, for sure. All right. So what platforms is the book going to be available on?
Amazon right now.
Okay.
Amazon, and then you can hit me and Ruck up on the IGs and with the physical copies. They should be coming soon.
Okay.
So we're gonna update y'all on our IGs. Mine is BIM_21_, and Ruck's is Jerome.
You have 1 minute left.
And we're gonna be pushing out updates about future initiatives that we're working on.
Okay.
Different type of business stuff, different ventures, and we're just trying to come back to the place that raised us, man.
Right, for
Bring
sure.
a new energy back home.
For sure. Y'all definitely got my support. Y'all got Prison Ride Radio's support, and the people of Wilmington is definitely going to appreciate it. And beyond, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I appreciate all of it from everybody.
That part, bro.
Make sure we just trying to do some positive things and keep the energy and the momentum building.
Yep.
Creating opportunities.
That
And I
part.
thank you for providing your platform for us too.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
we already starting to see the difference.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.